Hello. Because when we were driving away through the storm, there was a transformer up on the Lincoln Road that was sparking and arcing, and lights were going on and off, so I thought it blew out power. Yeah. So there's a slight problem. Uh, for this mission that we're doing, the trucks don't have the things equipped on them by default. So, which garage did you go to? Okay, well, hit the big menu. Yeah, well, hit the big menu button, and what map is it showing? Okay, so in the garage, you should see the two fleet stars when you cycle through the available vehicles. So you'd hit the R1 and L1 to cycle through the vehicles in the garage. Mm-hmm. Well, no. Did you take a vehicle out of the garage to leave the garage and now you're like out there? Okay. So if you're in Smithville, there should be trucks in there because you have to hit R1 and L1 to cycle through the different spots in the garage, hon. I already said that. In the Smithville, yes, there is. There's the KRS 58, there's the Chevy Kodiak, and there's the Fleet Star, as well as the Tatra. So you must not be in the Smithville Dam one. There should be 4 trucks in the garage. Okay. Okay. When you hit your menu option, like when you bring up the menu, what do you see for trucks and trailers? And you should see Fleet Star. Okay. Well, they're supposed to be. But anyways, jump into the Fleet Star. Mm-hmm. Yes. So you'll notice that it has a log thing on the back. Yeah, I already. No, that's to carry the big long ones. So you remember how to put a waypoint on, right? Okay. Well, currently, right now, yeah, I know, but currently, right now, all of our long truck, trailers that attach to stuff are in other parts of the map. So we have to go retrieve them. So you have to follow me. And I'm already quite far over here. I'm over by the dam already on the other side of it. You have to find me on the map and put a waypoint on me. With your L3, yeah, with your L3, look around near the dam. Your analog stick, yes. No, the analog stick, the joystick that's underneath your thumb. Okay, well, you haven't even left the garage yet. I'm looking at you at the garage. Okay, well, I'll make it easy for you. Hit down on the L3, and you'll see the dam to your left-hand side. So you go over to the left, and then down a bit more by the quarry. You got to go down further, hun. Like, look for a photo like the friggin' Mactaquac Dam. That's what the Jesus thing looks like. It's a big concrete thing. You can't miss it around water. Go where the water is. So follow along the dam, the road that comes off the edge of the dam, and you should see my little truck on the cement road there. You because you have to hit R2 once you highlight over top of my truck that I'm sitting in where my name shows up. Okay, did you go across the dam? Did you go across the dam? Like move your icon over to the other end of the dam where you see trailers. Okay. You see trailer store, you see warehouse. You keep going down the road over a bridge, and then I'm there on the other side of the bridge. Do you see me now? Do you have a waypoint on me now? That's funny. I can put it on myself, and I can put one on you, so you should be able to put one on me. You're literally 1,200 and some meters away from me. Because you're clicking on something else. Okay, so under trucks and trailers, do you see Pacific P16? As soon as right, okay, and you should be on the first part that says objects, trucks and trailers, task giver, and all that stuff on your left. Okay, that means that you've hit the R1 and you've moved yourself over to something else. So hit the L1 to put yourself back onto objects. Then hit it again. L1 again. Okay, do you see Pacific P16? It should be right at the top of the list underneath trucks and trailers, hon. Okay, so hit X on that, and that'll move your marker to me on the map, and it should be, well, if you do it twice, you'll try to, yeah, okay. So anyways, you hit that, and it should have a white circle around me, and if that white circle is there, tap your R2. That's how you set a waypoint. Okay, now hit circle until you back out back to the Fleet Star. Take the parking brake off, put the all-wheel drive on, and now drive to me.
You have reached Chancery.
Better?
You have reached.
And I don't set anything. It's just the time of day when you join. You can skip the time to a better thing by hitting triangle when you're on the menu.
You have reached.
Yeah, Jeffrey Blues.
Hey, Are you down at Chancery Place? Because I just tried calling you 4 times to tell you I'm at work.
It was, and I know. I got a talker. So I had another loan worker commissioner, and he was talking quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
And the government house phone, as well as you were being ignored. You were just being ignored.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's okay. That's why, like, good thing you gave me your number, because then that you're at work, because now you know I'm at work, so you can mark me down as there.
Oh, yeah, definitive. Yeah, sorry, definitely.
No, it's totally fine. I just wanted to make sure I got a hold of you.
Yeah,
And
not your fault. No.
well, I've been here since way before then, but yes.
Can you hold on?
Yeah.
That's your place? Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye. Okay, Larry, sorry about that. All right,
No worries, man. No worries. Okay.
You're until 6. So
I'm until 6. Yeah, I'll call you again in 2 hours.
Okay, so
Bye. Okay, let's see where you've made it to. You haven't even left. Hon, you come out from the garage and you turn to your right. Yeah, just now I can see you. Yeah, like I told Liam and you, it doesn't do a checkerboard thing along the road. It just gives you the general idea and how far you are, but you have to keep looking at the map and look for the road. Mm-hmm. So when you get down to the end of this road, take a left. Don't be afraid to hold the pedal to the metal. It has 5 gears. It will go pretty fast. No, it's not the end of the road, but you're coming up to it. It's a big bunch of mud on your left, so you want to go left right now. I know, I'm watching you in live real time. You keep going straight. Yep, I see you almost tipped over. Yeah, I know, I seen. It's all right. It doesn't cost me anything to fix it. It just means you have to go back to the garage and start all over again. It's pretty self-explanatory where you go from here. I know. I saw you hit. And again. Now you're honking your horn. Yes, you did. If you press L3, it honks your horn. If you push the button down, it honks your horn. So be careful going across this bridge because it doesn't have any guardrails, so stay in the middle of the bridge. That means you have to drive perfectly straight, no back and forth, side to side driving. And there, I should be directly in front of you right now. You should see me. No idea. That doesn't mean she was telling me why she didn't eat. Seriously? Okay. Okay, stop. Stop, 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 stop. Stop. Yes, you do. It's L2. R2 drives forward, L2 puts it in reverse and acts as your brake at the same time. Okay. See, now this is a trailer that attaches to the back end for when we put on long logs. The only problem is it's facing the wrong direction, and so are you. So I need to turn the trailer around, and you need to turn around and face the opposite direction. Oh, you're going to have to do like a 4 or 5 point turn, which is back and forth, left to right, back and forth, left to right, turning your wheels left to right until you turn around. Yep, back up to the trailer. You forgot to turn your wheel the other direction. Okay, you're too close to the trailer. You got to pull away from it a bit. So, yeah, hit the handbrake so you quit rolling away. The handbrake is R1. But you didn't ask her if you could do that. You didn't ask her. Okay, so yeah, but I don't know her email address and password to log in on your system, Landon. Yeah, I'm back at the entrance of the dam where I'm going to go back across the dam. Just follow the main road. Yeah, you got to go across the bridge, yeah. Yeah, we'll keep going across the dam. Because eventually you're going to go back up near the garage, and then we have to go back over to Black River, so we have to travel to Black River. Okay, so you're going to go past me, and you're going to go up the next street on your right, which will bring you back towards the garage. Once you get out in front of the garage area, stop, put your handbrake on, and shut your truck off to save your fuel. Up on the D-pad, underneath truck, stop engine. Drive back towards the garage and park in front of the garage. I told her to do that when she was at the garage. Yes, I did. I said, you're going to drive back to the garage, and when you get to the garage, stop your truck, put the handbrake on, and shut your truck off. That's exactly what I said, word for word. I guarantee it's not the controller. Why do you keep starting and stopping? Okay. So next turn on your right. That's where you need to go. I got to go 700 meters back the opposite direction from us and grab the other trailer. Long time ago, Landon. That's great news, Landon. Why would she have to go to the right? Yeah, well, she's right there out in front of the garage. So, no, she can just sit right there, put her handbrake on, and shut the truck off and wait for me to come back. Sounds like a you problem, Landon. You have some time to do that until I get back with the other trailer, so chop chop. Yeah, basically. That's what everybody's complaint is. Oh, shit. Oh, I fucking fell over. And this here might even take a special trailer, so hold on here. Yes, of course it's a special trailer for that. There we go. Okay. Okay. I just had to buy the special trailer for this truck, so let's go. Just hit the R2, it'll start. You had to turn right. Where are you going? Pull into the yellow square beside my truck, yes. Okay, so stop in the square, okay, and you traveled to Smithville Dam. Right, okay, so you went to Black River. Okay, yes, that's where we need to go. Because you see at the top right-hand corner, the timber for the locals, deliver to the lumber mill, deliver to the farm, deliver to the town storage. No, you're already... Yes, because you're already here in Black River. This is where we need to be. We got to go put the logs on your truck now. So we got to go to the log station. Which, for me, I have to go down and to the buildings and look for the log station. I know, because we're not moving anywheres yet. You have to start your truck up, R2, and then handbrake, take it off, and then drive away from the square. I know, you don't like to read things on your screen. You just like to be told what to do. Because I was currently talking to you, telling you what we're doing. No, I'm looking at the map, trying to figure out where to go. And what the easiest route would be. Okay, well, there's a fuel station up here, so we'll go to the fuel station, but I'll switch this here to daytime again so you can see. So you stop first, so yeah, and then put your handbrake on, yeah, there you go. Then you hit the square, and then you tap the X and hold it until it fills your truck. Okay. So now we've got to go to the log station. You saw which way I turned, right? Yep. I'm just stopping, making sure I'm going the right way. Nope. So what? To the left up here. Left. I already said left. Yeah, well, anytime you take your finger off the throttle, you go back down to gear 1, so you lose all your speed. I know, her truck is faster than mine, but mine's a heavier truck. Yeah, 'cause I went over a rock. I went right. I went right. Because I figured you didn't want to cross a bridge. I'm down here, yep. Okay, now log areas are very muddy with deep mud. So you don't want to go directly in that way. You want to go around and come around from the other side. Yes. And then you pull up to here. Into that little yellow square. And you'll hit the square button once you get in there, just with the front end of your truck. And it should say load the... Yeah. Oh. You didn't have your trailer straight. Look at where your logs went. So hit up on your D-pad and try and repack the cargo. Yeah, okay, so what does it say? Because you have winch, deep. Okay, so it says load cargo. Then try loading it again. Okay, so remove the cargo then. There has to be. Okay. Hold on, I need to get into another truck so that you can come into my truck temporarily. Okay. On your menu option, jump into the Pacific. Where your map is. Yeah, jump into the Pacific P16. So double tap on the X to jump in there. Just get into my truck. You don't see Pacific P16? Bring up your menu where your map is. The big center button on the controller. You're in the Pacific now. Okay, I'm jumping in the Fleet Star for fuck's sakes. Because now I got to unpack this fucking truck that you've got. I don't see how that trailer doesn't. Well, it's not so much pissing me off. What? Oh my God, you didn't even have the trailer attached. There we go. Now it's on there. Okay, so go back to the Fleet Star truck. Get out of the Pacific. You're back in the Fleet Star? Okay. So now we have to deliver these 2 loads plus 1 more to the lumber mill. So now I got to put the lumber mill as a... Yes. And then I have to look on the map of which way to get there. Okay. Basically, we're going to go back the same way we came. For what? I'm just climbing the hill. Yeah, when you have logs on, it's very tipsy. Look to your right and you see me. What do you mean it didn't help? Hello.
Now, I'm pretty sure I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was to download a game, not to play with his friends online.
Well, he's telling us that he asked you if he could have your account on his PlayStation as primary so that he could piggyback off
Ow.
of your PlayStation
No,
Plus.
he didn't ask me anything. Beth asked me like maybe an hour-ish ago. He never asked me anything. He asked Beth. That's why I called you and you didn't answer. He asked if he could download a game. He didn't say anything about piggybacking off my whatever the hell it's called, so he can play with his friends. He didn't ask me that at all.
Okay, hold on here.
What are you doing?
Who, me?
Yes.
Trying to help somebody get up a hill. Beth, you need to come this way. Because you need to keep your steering wheel turned to the way you want to go, even when it's up in the air. Okay. Okay. Okay, stop going back and forth before you tip the load over. Okay, go back into my Pacific thing and don't move, please.
You asked about downloading your app. You asked me to log in as myself so you could download a game on your PlayStation. You never asked me at all so you could piggyback off my account to play with your friends. You never asked me that at all that day you talked to me upstairs in my apartment. So what you told your dad and Beth was a lie. You never asked me going and you piggybacking off my account to play with your friends. I thought I did. No, you didn't. Is my exact words to you? Well, you're going to have to get to your house, but you're going to have to remind me. You never asked me to do that. And like I told your dad, I even called Larry because I didn't know if you going primary in your account would interfere with my PlayStation Plus, my PlayStation 5.
No, it doesn't.
Considering you let Logan on the PlayStation yesterday, and you didn't ask an adult, that's something you have to wait till I give you. That's a big gigantic no-no. You can't allow Logan to go on something when you don't have permission to do it. So call me later.
We'll call yous later.
So, Dad, when you took a photo of a piece? Show the finger. Like, why didn't he show the finger? Oh, wow. That was the attitude put in with that. Ba-bam! What is that called? And there's the shepherd. Good boy. All right, go watch your faces. Just walk around.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Ah! Okay, you can go back to your Pacifics, not the Pacific, but the other one. The Speedster or whatever it's called, Fleet Star. You back? No, you're still in the Pacific. You got to get out of the Pacific and go to the Fleet Star. You got to get back in your Fleet Star. Yep, I know. Okay, hold on and let me go by because you don't know where we're going. Don't back up, just stay still. And you're attached with a winch to a tree. Unattach. When you hit the triangle, it auto attaches. It's a quick button. Are you serious? Oh, stop driving so slow. Keep up. I know, there's a fuel station up here, remember? Oh my god, I can't move. Hold on. I gotta winch myself. There. Nope. I know, that was from a previous mission. A little bit, yeah, you gain speed coming down. So make sure you fill it up to 240 liters. Okay. Now I gotta stop here and see where I'm going. Yes. Okay. Okay, my waypoint to the lumber mill isn't there anymore. Okay, hold on. Yes, it is. Okay. Okay. We have got to go to the right. Did you really?
Yes, I did. Sorry. And I stalled the engine.
Okay, hold on.
I get too close to the side of the...
Yep, just hold on. Just hold on. I'll be there.
I will. I'm sorry. I didn't try to flip it. I got too close to the side. Once the wheels got down in the lower area.
Yep, that's how it happens.
Like there was like a dig out almost on one side. Main tire got there and the other one got up on the hill part. I was doing so good too, getting it so it was going on the other side, but then
Yep, I just got to come with the crane and lift you and the logs back over.
the logs all fell out.
I know, but
Yeah.
I got to tip you. It's fine. I just have to tip you over first, and then I got to go back and grab a different truck to pick up the logs.
Oh, you're gonna tip me over, right?
Yes, I'm literally going to have to.
Oh, that can sound fun.
Yes.
You tip me over and pour me out.
Ha 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 ha. You left the game. You. Hello? Why would they be playing with the internet box?
I don't know. I asked them what happened, and Logan says, it was Rogers.
No, it wasn't Rogers.
So now I'm not in the game with you.
No, I know. I saw you leave.
Sorry, sweetheart.
That's okay. You're able to join back.
It won't let me. I tried. Right now, it's showing that I'm undefeated. It's trying to get me to customize.
Why is it trying to get you to customize?
I don't know.
What do you mean, like customize a truck?
Yeah. And now I'm not even in the same truck.
What truck are you in?
And I'm in Alaska. I just joined the party that you wanted me to join.
Why the hell are you in Alaska?
I don't know.
Well,
North Port, Alaska.
yeah, you shouldn't be there. Hit your map
Yeah.
and then hit global map.
But I'm not even in the same truck, dear.
Oh, hon,
Yeah.
just do as you're told.
Okay.
Bring up your map, okay? Hit your square to bring up global map. Hit L1 until you go over to Michigan. At the top left-hand corner up by global map, should say Michigan, North America. Should be like the one right beside Alaska. So you can't miss it.
It's showing the lower land, factory ground, Russia River, Blackbridge Lake, flooded bastion.
Hun,
Okay. What? I'm doing what you told me to. There's a bunch of them that are locked out. North Port, Park.
okay, but all you did was hit your map.
River. Yes.
Right, so then go to Black River.
All right, but I'm still in the wrong vehicle. Wrong truck.
Which truck are you on?
It's saying GMC M1
Okay, so you're on your own file. You're not even in the same game as me.
Well, I clicked to join. Like, I don't get it. Invited to play Snowrunner. I've joined. And this is where it sent me. And it put me in a different vehicle.
Try that one. Okay. Do you know how to close down the game altogether?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Close it down altogether.
But it'd be nice to know what the hell they were doing. Like there was no warning, the lights didn't go off or anything, so they had to have been playing with the internet box.
Well, not even so much that. They probably hit the switch on the wall. Okay. So, did you close down the game altogether?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I restarted it and joined.
Okay. You restarted it and joined.
Now it wants me to create a game.
You shouldn't have to create a game. You're joining me. Oh my god. I've probably got to fucking close down now.
Only save because I solo. Yeah, it's not letting me go back to it. It's telling me it wants me to play a game